The Homa Bay governor and the ODM chairperson Gladys Wanga stand against President William Ruto, threatening the broad-based agreement. Here is the tip.
Lakini pia ile positions tutazungumza tukisema ni 50-50. Wale wakichukua nusu, ODM pia ni nusu. Wakichukua president, deputy ni ODM. Hivyo ndio tutazungumza tukielekea. Kosona ngojo turwa. We will defend our party.
Now, the Orange Democratic Movement has now declared it will only enter into a 50-50 power sharing agreement in a coalition ahead of the 2027 general election, as the party intensifies efforts to strengthen its grassroots support and position itself as a key player in the formation of the next government. The announcement by Gladys Wanga marks a significant moment in the early political realignments taking shape across the country, and as the national chairperson of the Orange Democratic Movement, Wanga has outlined a clear and firm position on how the party intends to approach coalition talks. Her message is direct, and any agreement, she says, must reflect equality. This means a shared arrangement in both leadership and influence, where ODM holds equal weight with any political partner it chooses to work with. The proposal suggests a structured approach to power sharing, and if a coalition partner takes the presidency, then ODM would expect it to secure the deputy presidency, and if positions are divided, then the party insists on an equal split. This framework signals a shift from the past negotiations, where coalition arrangements have often been shaped by fluid and sometimes uneven and even power dynamics. The declaration comes at a time when political parties across Kenya are quietly laying the groundwork for alliances that could define the 2027 elections. ODM, long considered one of the country's most influential political movements, appears determined to assert its strength early. At the same time, the party is not focusing on positions alone. Wanga has emphasized that negotiations will also address key issues affecting citizens. This includes concerns that directly touch on the daily lives of Kenyans, and from the cost of living to access to essential services. By placing issues alongside positions, ODM is attempting to balance political ambition with the public interest. The approach reflects a broader strategy, one that seeks to present the party not only as a contender for power, but also as an advocate for national priorities. The groundwork for those negotiations has already been laid, and according to the party leadership, delegation gave the green light during a recent special conference to begin engaging potential partners, and this internal endorsement is critical. It provides the leadership with the mandate to speak on behalf of the party as it navigates complex political discussions. It also signals unity at the top, and even as questions about cohesion within the party continue to emerge. In recent months, there have been suggestions of divisions within ODM, and reports of dissent from sections of the leaders have raised concerns about the party's internal stability, but Wanga has dismissed these claims. She maintains that the party remains solid, with the majority of elected leaders firmly aligned with its current leadership. This assurance is aimed at reinforcing confidence among supporters and also potential allies. And political stability within a party is often a key factor in coalition negotiations. Partners are more likely to engage with a party that demonstrates unity and a clear direction. ODM appears keenly aware of this reality, and at the grassroots level, efforts are already underway to strengthen the party's presence. Wanga has reiterated the importance of building support from the ground up. This includes engaging communities, mobilizing supporters, and also ensuring that the party remains connected to the electorate. Grassroots strength has historically been one of the ODM's refining and defining features, and it has enabled the party to maintain a strong presence across several regions of the country. And as the 2027 elections approach, reinforcing this base is likely to be a central pillar of the party's strategy. The focus on grassroots engagement also serves another purpose. It positions the party to negotiate from the place of strength. In coalition politics, numbers matter. A party with a broader and active support base is better placed to demand a larger share of power. ODM's message, therefore, is not just about equality in negotiations. It is also about demonstrating the capacity to deliver votes. Beyond internal dynamics, the party has also drawn clear lines regarding potential partners, and Wanga has indicated that ODM will not engage with individuals or groups that promote division among Kenyans. And this includes those perceived to rely on tribal rhetoric or divisive politics. The stance reflects a broader narrative that has often been part of the ODM's political identity, a focus on national unity and inclusivity. And by setting these conditions, the party is now defining not only how it will negotiate, but also with whom. And this could shape the alliances that eventually emerge. As political formations begin to take shape, such positions are likely to influence the direction of the discussions. They also signal to the electorate the kind of leadership the party seeks to project. Meanwhile, the wider political environment remains fluid. Different factions and leaders are exploring possible alignments, each seeking to build a coalition capable of winning the presidency. And in this context, ODM's early declaration adds a new dimension to the evolving landscape. It introduces a clear benchmark for negotiations, one that could either attract partners willing to accept equal terms or push others to explore alternative alliances. The coming months are expected to see increased political activity. Behind the scenes discussions, public engagements and strategic positioning are likely to intensify. For voters, these developments offer an early glimpse into what the 2027 context could look like. They also highlight the importance of coalition politics in Kenya's electoral system. No single party has consistently secured overwhelming dominance in recent elections. As a result, alliances have become a central feature of the political process, and ODM's approach reflects this reality. It acknowledges the need for partnerships while insisting on parity. This balance between cooperation and assertion is likely to define its strategy moving forward, and at the same time, the emphasis on issues suggests an awareness of the electorate's expectations. Kenyans continue to face economic challenges, including rising costs of living and also pressure on household incomes. Political parties are increasingly being called upon to address the concerns in concrete terms. By placing issues at the center of the negotiations, ODM is signaling that governance will be as important as power sharing. Whether this approach will resonate with the voters remains to be seen, but it adds a layer of substance to the political conversation. As the party continues its preparations, attention will remain on how it navigates both internal and external challenges. Maintaining unity, strengthening grassroots support, and securing strategic alliances will all be critical. And the path to 2027 is still long and is still very long. But early moves being made now are already shaping the contours of the contest. ODM's declaration is one such a move, clear, calculated, and aimed at positioning the party at the center of the next political formation. And as Kenya's future slowly takes form, the balance between power, unity, and also the voice of the people is once again emerging as the defining test for those seeking to lead. That is all from Kenya Lens Media as at now. Kindly, if you are new, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our content.